are we having a good time so far? Yes. The weather, I have to say, is not cooperating because it is hot and they're making it even hotter out here, right? Again, we want to say thank you so much to our wonderful sponsors. Thornton Construction, thank you so much. And of course, as we prepare for our headliner to join us on stage with Cheito Quinones, I would like to ask Manny to help me with a few campus announcements. Manny.
Oh, thank you, Maribel. Maybe we're looking at the next morning news anchor team sometime in my lifetime.
By the way, I'll be up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. You can all catch me on CBS 4. Thank you.
And this is my audition. So we have breaking news right now. All right, it's time to take a poll. Who do we have in our audience? Do we have any students in our audience? Any MDC employees in the audience? Do we have any alumni? Friends and family of Miami-Dade College? And how about people that just love jazz music? So for more information on MDC, we have a table right outside by the ticket entrance, so please visit our information table. We also have Alumni Network representatives, so you want to see them. And we also have WDNA, who's a sponsor. So their table is also at the entrance if you want to hear more about upcoming jazz events. In the back, we have our food court featuring Moe's Southwest Grill, always a proud sponsor. Azuka Ice Cream Company, and Fun City Churros.
Yummy. Manny, don't go anywhere, please. So are we having a good time? That group was amazing. I was blown away. And they're also professors, so that makes it even a whole lot better. So I was just talking to him backstage. I was pretty much blown away by this man. Spectacular, amazing musician. Great man. He was telling me that he's so happy to be here in South Florida. He's coming from New York. He tells me it's 40 degrees in New York City. Hello, welcome to Miami. It's what, 80 something? Anyway, he told me he's had some great Cuban food, some Spanish food, so he is very happy to be here. Do you know who I'm talking about? Yes? Arturo O'Farrell, everyone. That's right. He's a Grammy Award-winning pianist, composer, and educator. He is the leader of the first family of Afro-Cuban jazz, and is the son of the late great composer Chico O'Farrell. Please, let's hear it. He created the Afro-Latin Jazz Orchestra for jazz at Lincoln Center before creating the Afro-Jatin Laz Alliance.
He is also the winner of the Latin Jazz USA Outstanding Achievement Award and is also a recognized educator around the world. Throughout the week, Arturo has been in residence on the campus, working with the music students, some of which will be appearing with him on stage shortly.
And I have to say that he was really blown away by all the students and spending all the time here at Miami-Dade College, and he just loved the students, and he said that they were really fantastic. And I'm sure not only was it an amazing experience for all these students, but he's taking home an amazing experience that he will cherish forever from these students. So, so thank you so much for that, Arturo. So tonight, O'Farrell, his musicians, and top Miami players will create an exciting big band celebrating the legacy of Arturo's father with a vibrant program that spans everything from Latin jazz standards to Jewish classics in Afro-Latin big band form. Let's make some noise. Let's get those maracas up in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Arturo O'Farrell and the Afro-Latin Jazz Orchestra.
Siboney. I've been playing that piece of music my whole life. It's standard repertoire for me, and there's nowhere in the entire planet that I don't go to where I don't play that piece of music. We've really had a great week this week, man. Miami Dade, what an incredible institution. Thank you for hosting us. We met some incredible students, sharp as a tack, asking great questions, great musicians, great faculty, outstanding, completely outstanding. And so we're delighted to be able to play for you. Frank Cohen on the trombone. Jim Seeley on the trumpet. Chad Lefkowitz-Brown on the tenor saxophone. Vince Cherico on the drums. Carly Carlos Maldonado on the bongo and the bell. Tony Rosa on the conga. Carlo De Rosa on the bass. That, of course, was Ernesto Leguona, Siboney. We're going to continue with a piece that my good friend Oscar Hernandez wrote. This is called Rumba Urbana. Good. Originally, we had the order backwards. I wanted to have the big band come up first, but then I realized, man, that's the big show. Ed Calle put together this unbelievable band for me. It's amazing musicians from South Florida, incredible musicians. We had such a good time rehearsing. So we'll play a couple more small group pieces for you. This is a piece that I dedicate to friendship. It's called Compai. Jim Seeley on the trumpet. Chad Lefkowitz-Brown on the tenor saxophone. Tony Rosa on the congas. Vince Cherico on the drums. Got one more for you before we bring out the incredible big band. And we know that, we do a lot of interesting things with my organization, the Afro-Latin Jazz Alliance. We put on new and innovative program. Every year we have 6 concerts. We have a concert season. We tour, we record, we do all kinds of stuff. One of my favorite concerts that we did is a concert that I called Freilach to Frijoles. From bagels to bongos and beyond. And in this piece, we kind of explored the relationship between Jewish people and the Latinos, who I'm convinced are the same. And one thing I love is to mix up. I'm like a mad scientist, man. I mix up all kinds of stuff because I don't see divisions. I see one continuum through all people, through all musics, through all nations. I don't believe in walls. I hate walls. And so I decided to mix up a hora, a freilach, with a merengue. You look incredulous, as if this could not be. Well, it ought not be. It ought not be. But I don't care. I mixed it up. I mixed up a freilach with a merengue. And we came up with this piece called Freilach Nacht. So do you think it works? Do you like the Freylock? We're going to invite some incredible musicians up onto the stage now. I'm going to introduce them, and I just met them. I just met these guys, man. I just met these guys this morning. I already feel like they're family. I want to take them back to New York with me, but that would not be fair. I don't know them well, but we were hanging out backstage. We were laughing, we're telling jokes, man. Jokes I can't repeat here. Watching videos we could watch here. Hans Groiner. I mean, we were sharing, man. I felt like it was, old camp hour. Musicians are family throughout the world. And I've always loved and respected the fact that musicians have a code of bad behavior. And my father taught me, my father, Chico Farrell, said to me, son, the most important thing you have is the respect and love you have for musicians. That's the most important thing we have. And I'm going to introduce you to some great, great musicians. How about a hand for Brandon DeBold? Stand up, Brandon. All right, don't stand up, forget it. Alex Calixto. Rodolfo Gomez. Steve Kirkland. Joe Paz. Roger Umona. Cisco Dimas. Peter Francis. Jose Romero. Ruben Caban. John Hutchison. Carlos Avila. Dave Brubeck. We had so much fun preparing for this concert, man. I'm going to begin by dedicating a piece of music that I wrote for a great gentleman who taught me so much about life, about love, and about music. I'm dedicating this piece to Mario Rivera, El Comandante, one of the greatest musicians I ever had the privilege of knowing. And this piece is about the great amount of love. You see a band up here all sweaty, right? But actually, man, there's a lot of hours being socially retarded in practice rooms. It takes a great deal of love and dedication, devotion to do this. And man, we love you guys, and it's all worth it for you. This is called Such Love. That was from our 2009 Grammy Award winning CD, Song for Chico. From our 2011 Grammy nominated, the year that the Latin Jazz category was eliminated from the Grammys. It was reinstated, by the way, so. This is 40 Acres in a Burr, and I gotta quickly explain because some of you may not understand humor. I don't mean to be condescending, but I'm serious. Some people like their jazz straight, like their scotch. They don't want it watered down. But this is different. This is satirical, man. This is political. If you're easily offended, this might be the time to leave. Because this piece is about the Emancipation Proclamation Latinos have not received yet. It's about waiting for our 40 acres. Right? And in this piece, if you're easily offended, I can do this because I'm Mexican. You will hear some drunken mariachis. You'll hear a section called Stravinsky meets Tito Puente. And you'll hear a section called Latino white noise, which I ain't even bothering to explain. But this is the title track from our last CD. It's called 40 Acres and a Burro. La injusticia se acabó. Now, I was told that you all knew how to mambo. This is what I was told. I said, yeah, you go down there and people don't mess around. They know how to mambo. And I said, bet. We'll see if they know how to mambo. What do you think, Carly? These people know how to mambo?
I think they do.
Do you think they know how to dance, bro? We're going to see. We're going to play you a straight-up mambo, man, by one of the great mambo kings, the remaining mambo king, the great Ray Santos. And this is a piece that he wrote entitled Browsing with Bowser. Not done yet. Not done yet, man. We got 2 more for you. And the next one is, I'm very proud to play this here in Miami, among so much family and friends. It's something I want to do. Before we perform our next number, I want to wish my tia, Anita, who is here this evening, a happy 92nd birthday. Happy birthday, Tia Anita. She's got more energy than me. And I'm pretty unbeatable, but let's do this. Let's play something for you. This is for you, Tia Anita. She is 17 days older than my father would have been today. And he was born October 28th. Not 17 days, that's not possible. 7 days. What, 3 days? The story keeps changing. You know how families are. So I'm going to play. Who knows what the truth is, man. But this is for you, Tia Anita. This is from Chico Farrell's arrangement of Almendra. Before we play our final number, I can't thank Miami-Dade Community College for letting us be here. So many friends were made, so many connections reconnected, so much great beauty and culture and the people here. Man, y'all are nice, man. They treated us like royalty, man. How about a hand for Miami-Dade Community College? Kendall campus. Yeah. And I know I keep saying this, but man, what a great orchestra. How about these musicians? Amazing. Wait. There's a couple of student musicians in this orchestra, and I want you to stand up. Students here, ladies and gentlemen. The rest of you stand up. Stand up, guys. The Afro-Latin Jazz Orchestra, South Florida edition. We got Salud a Miguel Cruz. I think he was the gentleman that was dancing, right? That was him? Man, he looked like he was having fun. All right, we're going to close. Before we do, I just want to tell you a little bit about who I am. My name is Arturo. I'm the director and founder, artistic director of the Afro-Latin Jazz Orchestra, the Afro-Latin Jazz Alliance, and we would love it, be delighted if you just keep us in your thoughts and prayers, man. We're doing a mighty work up in New York. We're raising funds to go into the New York City public school system, to buy instruments, to send teachers. We do a lot of interesting things that we think are helping our community, our people. So if you do me one favor, please look at our website, afrolatinjazz.org. Simple, afrolatinjazz.org, and see if there isn't a way that you can stand with us in the cultural wars. How about a hand for Vince Cherico on the drums? Carlo DeRosa on the bass. Carlos Maldonado. Tony Rosa. Chad Lefkowitz. Frank Cohen. Jim Seeley. We're gonna close with a composition attributed to Rene Hernandez and Tito Rodriguez, composed and arranged, actually arranged by Ray Santos, I think, in the beginning. Just to close, man, just to have some fun. We're gonna bring out an amazing, amazing musician, performer, singer, Cheito Quinones.
Bueno, tienen que bailar porque yo creo que esta es la última, ¿sabes? Bueno, vamos a ver qué pasa. Maestro, cuando usted quiera. Estoy como nunca, estoy como nunca. Estoy acabando de nuevo, empezando la vida otra vez. Estoy como nunca, pero yo estoy como nunca. Estoy acabando de nuevo, empezando la vida otra vez. Fíjese bien el porte que tengo y con el gran avance que vengo, echando un pie para adelante y con mucho plante, ya usted lo ve. Echando un pie para adelante y con mucho plante, ya usted lo ve. Estoy como nunca, pero yo estoy como nunca. Estoy acabando de nuevo, empezando la vida otra vez. Hoy estoy como nunca, pero yo estoy como nunca. Estoy acabando de nuevo, empezando la vida otra vez. Los que querían hacerme la guerra, los que pensaron verme hecho tierra, conmigo se equivocaron y se estrellaron, ya usted lo ve. Conmigo se equivocaron y se estrellaron, ya usted lo ve. ¡Vamos! Ya tú lo ves como estoy, ahora yo estoy como nunca. Ahora yo estoy como nunca, ahora yo estoy como nunca. Tú ves. Ya tú lo ves como estoy, ahora yo estoy como nunca. Ahora que vengo acabando, ahora yo estoy como nunca, Señor. Ya tú lo ves como estoy, ahora yo estoy como señor. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Aplausos a esta banda, señores. Me dijiste que no me fuera y aquí me voy a quedar. Dijiste que no me fuera y aquí me voy a quedar. Pero si hacen la clave, yo digo no voy a parar. Pero si hacen la clave, caballero, yo nunca voy a parar. Pa, 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 pa. Vamos a ver qué hacemos ahora, oye. La, ra, ra, ese es el coro. La, ra, ra, la, ra, ra. ¿Cómo fue? No lo oigo. ¡Oh! Y yo te doy la invitación para que vengas a bailar. Yo te doy la invitación para que vengas a bailar. Y pongas este negrito bien sabrosito a gozar. Y pongas este negrito, te digo, bien sabrosito a gozar. Bam, bam. ¡Oh! La, ra, ra. ¡Oh! ¿Ah? Ahí me ganó. Movimiento nada más. ¡Epa! Vamos a bajarlo. Ahora, como este era el último, es bien fácil. Este grupo de aquí, hacemos lo de ahorita. Tarara, anda, tarara, los de aquí nada más. Tú lo ves, tú lo ves, tú lo ves, tú lo ves. Más bajito, bajito. Tú lo ves. ¿Cómo fue? Y siguen ustedes cantando y mira yo sigo gozando y si esta rumba no para yo sigo aquí amaneciéndome cantando y gozando, pero que mira yo cantando y gozando, ay, y mira cómo viene caminando y mira cómo viene echando un pie, viene caminando bonito y mira yo lo digo, lo ve, na 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 na. Y mira los saxofones que digo, me ponen a gozar de verdad y dame saxofón, dame saxofón, dame saxofón, dame saxofón, mamá. Oh. Ah. Un aplauso, Cheito, aero. Chico, papi. Yo te dije que venía y hasta aquí pude llegar. Yo te dije que venía y hasta aquí pude llegar. Soy un hombre de palabra, por eso no quedo mal. Soy un hombre de palabra, caballero. caballero, por eso no quedó marimanca, banca, 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 jaja, banca, 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 dame cuero, banca. Apláudanse ustedes mismos.
Vaya Miguelito.
Aplauso a Miguelito.
All right, everyone, thank you. Thank you so much for attending tonight. Let's hear one more time for Arturo Farril. Yes. And for all the performers. And of course, if you're interested in purchasing a copy of Arturo's CD, copies are available on your way out at the main gate, and don't miss a chance to get your autograph as well.
We also want to thank some of our student performers from early this evening. We have Jose Romero, Carlos Vivas, Gabe Godoy, Luis Estopinian, and Sandra Rivera. They're part of the Studio Jazz Ensemble. We also want to thank MDC Live Arts for being our partners this year and last year as well, particularly Catherine Garcia. Thank you very much. Please go to mdclivearts.com to check out more of their events. And of course, we want to thank Maribel, our wonderful host for the evening.
Thanks again. It was an amazing night, and we hope to see you again next year. Good night. Thank you.